Hello, everybody. It is Badge or Wild. We are back with a Space Engineers Tips video. This time, we're going to be doing one a little bit different. So, if you enjoyed the video here, hopefully this will become part of a series that I am doing. So, if you guys are enjoying this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know it's a good video. And if you know any other engineers out there that might need some help from these videos, be sure to share them, because what we are going to do today is we're going to put ourselves into an in-depth review of one of the Factorum's main ships. This is the Corvette. If you guys haven't seen it, it is the Factorum's Corvette. I do not know what it is called, but it is a very nice and well-designed ship. Now, what is the purpose of this video? Well, we are going to go through its strengths, we are going to go through its weaknesses, and we're going to show you how you can effectively deal with this thing. Personally, I think the best way to handle these ships are to capture them, turn them against the Factorum, and let them know, hey, we don't appreciate them walking into our star system. They should just, sell us their technology and be done with it and all capitalism. But hey, we're going to patty smack them if they don't want to comply with that. So without further ado, let's get started. So coming off and first look of the Factorum's Corvette, one of the things you are going to notice about this ship is the forward-facing firepower of this vessel. We have effectively one railgun, two artillery turrets, and I believe two assault cannon turrets on the bottom. I don't know if we have any rockets or not. We don't seem to have any rocket launcher systems, which are great for splash damage. As you can see, you've got the two assault cannon turrets at the bottom here. We've got the assault cannon turrets on either side. And we've got the big bad problem, which is this railgun. Now, railguns and assault and artillery turrets on your ships, they can hurt you. Let's be frank about this right now. They can hurt you. They can do a lot of damage. You are going to be screwed the very moment you get hit by one of these things. So you want to avoid those lucky shots from that railgun. This ship is also very fast. It takes very little time for it to reach maximum speed, so it can be motoring very quickly, getting around your position, and generally making your life a living nightmare. You don't want that. The one thing I will say about this ship, and like I said, head-on fighting, you are going to have a lot to wear through before you get to any squishy bits of this ship to where it will start failing. My suggestion is probably a flanking maneuver if you can do it, and probably a top attack if you are coming in with another ship. Dodging artillery turrets is not as difficult. You want to keep that railgun away from you, and probably hit this thing from above, probably right in this area if you got a good gunner. There's I know at least a jump drive in this area, and probably some power modules somewhere. It does have one key advantage. It's got backup reactors inside of it, so killing this, you're going to have a hard time taking out all the power substations, but you can stop it from running if you take out its jump drive systems. On the flip side, though, if I were to assault this thing with a boarding crew, I would come in from the bottom of the ship if possible. For one reason, and you'll notice this if you look at the Corvette here, it does not have a turret on the bottom. This thing only has a single turret up top, which means the bottom portion of the ship, even with the assault cannons, are going to be very easy to get around and maneuver as you're pulling off Hydro-Man maneuvers. The plan I would say would be to get up to here and get there as quickly as you possibly could without kicking up the turret, which should not be very difficult if you are a skilled jetsman. So if you got a guy who's a really good pirate, you want him to be doing the kind of a maneuver for going inside. Now, for the guy that goes inside the ship, we've looked at the outside and just how dangerous it is. We do know this thing can take a lot of forward punishment. So a Corvette of similar size is going to have a tough time punching through the armor. Like I said, it's got this triangular, almost Star Destroyer-like design. It's going to be able to send most, if not all, of its weapon systems onto you in a forward-facing fire arc. So flanking this thing will mitigate any damages that you are going to take, especially if you want to stay away from that railgun. Going up here, though, this is where the main cockpit is going to be at. This is your helm. It is using the new helm blocks to install and to make it work. So it's got one weak point, but because its point defense systems are stationed just at the top and its main ship killers are on the bottom. Like I said, this does open it up for an undersided attack to get into the ship. Now, once you are inside, you are going to see a whole lot of other issues that you could run into. One, this is one of, I believe, 2 Factorum gyroscopes that are going to be on board this thing. So you do want an option to take one of those if you can. The second door leading up. This also, interestingly enough, has a series of AI blocks built into it. So this is something you do need to think about when you get control of this thing. You could reprogram the AI blocks and turn this thing into, have this thing just patrol your position every so often, or patrol your base, or operate as a defensive screening unit for when you go in, if you want to swap some of the guns out and give it some more point defense guns. Coming on into the inside here, if you are going for the ship, and like I'm saying this right now, if you're going for the main helm to try and get control of the ship and shut it down, one thing I will tell you about the Corvette that I've noticed, there are no guns inside. There are no defensive turrets inside this ship. So that's one thing you don't have to worry about. You're not going to have to worry about popping into a room, trying to grind a door, and end up, oh, well, look, I'm getting smacked by a turret. I've got to deal with the turret next. No, that's not a problem. You can just run right in and just go to town. Now, if you want to go straight for the helm, you simply have to go up here. It is a simple rush up to the very top floor. For an assault team, jump off here. And you have one door between you and the cockpit. This means about 3 doors. You're going to need to be able to grind through about 3 of them, which is going to be an issue. Once you've ground through those, you should be able to gain access to the ship. It does have a ready room up here. You're going to have to go through here. But that's 2 doors from wherever you assault from the position, and then 1 more for the helm that you can take. Now, what do you get when you acquire the ship? Well, one, you have a ship that's AI capable. But you're also going to get one. Inside, you will have a medical bay that can support up to 3 other engineers. So you'll be able to run at least, I think, a crew of 3 with a pilot. And then you also have, over here, I believe, some bed space. So you have 3 cryo chambers, 3 beds. You can support a crew of 7 on this ship. So quite impressive for a Corvette. This is something you could utilize, and it does run on get Brock's mentality of a Corvette should also be an assault ship, in terms of it should carry a lot of infantry. You do have a door right here that'll access a cargo container for you if you want to do that. Now, other things that are added onto this vessel, it does come with, I know, at least 2 of those gyroscopes. So if you're going to salvage this thing, that's one of the things you could get out of it. The other thing you could acquire, and let's see if I can find it in here, what all the other little doohickeys we've got going on. We do have, let's see as we go through. This might take a minute. Forgive me for this. But it appears that the only... Nope. We are going to get 2 Prototech. So we'll just do that. We'll just do Prototech. So you will be acquiring 4 Prototech batteries and 2 Prototech gyroscopes if you want to salvage the ship into something and take those parts off and apply them somewhere else. That's not an impossibility, and it can be done. So the ship runs on 4 Prototech batteries, 2 Prototech gyroscopes. That's what you're going to be receiving if you want to salvage it. But otherwise, it is still a solid ship. Just replace one of the assault cannon turrets, or just move them if I were to modify this ship. Also, if you're going down here, this is where the only thing down here is the programmable blocks on each side and a pipe running through. But like I said, what I would do if I were capturing this ship, just to give it a little bit more, balance, in my personal opinion, would be to yank one of these assault cannon turrets, probably this one here, head up to this little notion right here, this connector, and take it out and apply a turret to the top of that. and then you can have all your guns, plus you'll have the PDCs, and then you can just add another defensive gun turret on the bottom, probably another Gatling gun, probably one of the new Gatling guns, in fact, and you'll be able to take that and go to town with it. But yeah, that is the Factorum's Corvette. So if you guys enjoyed this, there goes my phone. If you guys enjoyed this video, please, like I said, do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you know an engineer that might need some help with this, or you have a friend that is new to the game, send this to them. Let them know, hey, there's some people out there helping you out, and you're going to run into this Factorum group. Here's how you beat this Corvette. Maybe take it for yourself. Love to see you guys put some pictures in the comments where you have taken over these ships and have them occupying your shipyards now. And as always, I am Badger Wild saying stay safe, stay frosty. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take out the Factorum, folks, and goodbye for now.